Welcome to hiredmyway.com, where we get you on the fast track to hired. For a professional setting, there's no better place than LinkedIn. What we're going to cover here is some of the basics for the do's and don'ts and what you need to do to maximize your brand in front of employers. And you could be one connection away from your next job.
So I think we'd all agree that groups can be a very powerful thing. But there's more tips that you can do when it comes to LinkedIn than just have a group. It's a great place to have a voice, a great place to get information when it comes to your industry and make sure you're staying on top of a current trend. But we also can search out other means within LinkedIn to find. And the one I'd tell you to go to right away is the Companies tab that you'll see at the top. Once you've clicked on there, you just go ahead where you see a company name or keyword, and we go ahead and type in a company. And for this one, we're just going to type in Ford. You'll see that it pulls up right away. Gives you a little bit of information about the company. It lets you know about your connections. You'll see over here, how are you connected to Ford Motor Company? I have one first connection. I have 130 second connections for employees in my network. And they have over 19,000 employees on LinkedIn. So you'll start to see that there's a very powerful trend coming when it comes to LinkedIn, your professional experience, and how you can share this information. So not only are companies going to be on here, but you'll be able to reach out and find connections that work for the companies that you want to work for. One thing to always remember when it comes to a connection on LinkedIn is that you just don't want to ask. There's always this little trend where people want to ask. Well, one thing to remember is that you want to see what I can do for you, not what you can do for me. So always when reaching out to someone, use the rule of 3. You want to make sure that when you're looking, that you ask someone, what can I do for you first, not what they can do for you. Maybe reach out, they're posting a comment within a group or something like that, and just see how they've been doing. See what's going on. Have you ever heard about any new hires? Then after you've had a little bit of rapport built with that person, then go ahead and ask them on the 3rd or 4th communication if they could help you in your job search. But you'll find a lot of great information when it comes to the companies section. You can search different companies, search connections, and see all the different connections that you may have possibly to help you in your job search. Another great way to go is into your contacts tab. If you see here, you can go right into your connections. This will pull up all your connections. You can see right away who's working for what company. Quickly displays information, the connections you share, their email, company, anything that comes of membership within a group or association with the company. These are all great tools. One thing you want to do is always search out the company that you want to work for, what connections you may have, and how do we put this all together when it comes to LinkedIn. One thing to remember is that we want to make sure this is not Facebook, people, and I really mean that. Every piece of information you have on LinkedIn needs to be calculated. It needs to be timed. It's the whole difference between chess versus checkers. And trust me when I say we're playing chess when it comes to LinkedIn. So make sure your content is king. Make sure your professional picture is up there and it looks great. If you're going to change it out, always have a planned picture. Don't just have random thoughts. When it comes to content, when it comes to images, when it comes to groups, everything you do on LinkedIn can be of help.
So for more information on social media and how to use it to promote your brand, check out our next segment in the series.